Hi everyone, Ron Crider reporting for duty today. It's Friday. I have the numbers for you for September the 25th, my day 194. I've done 194 of these programs so far on this pandemic, and the numbers are a little bit better. So let me jump right into the numbers first and tell you what's going on. Here we go. In the state of Florida, we had 120 new deaths reported in the past 24 hours. Yesterday, we had 172. Today, that's better by 52. Okay, we always like numbers to come down. Still, that's 120 too many. Yes, we want the best, not something like this. However, you'll see green on the screen. You'll see a 120 in the green. Now, if you go over here and take a look at the positives. Okay, positives, well, they went up. Yesterday, the positives were 2,541. Today, they're 2,847. That's up by 306. So, okay, now the positives go up. Now we talk about the 7-day moving averages. 7-day moving averages did come down to 95.71 from yesterday at 98.25. What that means? That means that 95 people passed away over the past 7 days. An average of 95 people each day passed away for the past 7 days. Yesterday, that average was 98. Wednesday, it was 94. Tuesday, it was 87. So you can see that number's fluctuating all over the place, and I will be able to show you the chart as to how it is tracking right now. But we're sort of leveled off for the past pretty much 25 to 30 days. If you just average everything out, we've kind of, for that period of time, pretty much stayed more or less the same. All right, I have a little bit of good news here. COVID-19 treatment underway in Florida has near perfect success record. AdventHealth Ocala officials reported groundbreaking results from a new drug therapy they developed called ICAM. ICAM works by reinforcing the immune system and protecting the lungs from inflammation. We had no need for mechanical ventilation, and the patients all survived the discharge regardless of age and regardless of past medical history. This is pretty interesting and pretty good stuff, and it was developed right here in Florida, in Ocala, at the Advent Ocala. It's part of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Those people are pretty up on this sort of thing, pretty good with this type of stuff. And I would tend to believe that they're really on top of things. Since April, they have seen 96.4% survival rate for COVID-19 patients admitted at AdventHealth Ocala. It's a drug class combination, she said. It works to defend the body from the most severe cases of COVID-19. They are beginning a clinical trial for the drug therapy to publish their findings and share the treatment with physicians around the world. So a little good news? Sounds good to me. And I always like to hear when somebody comes up with something positive. Now we'll see how the clinical trial works, but I would have to say that they've been working on this since April, and since April, I mean, this only started here in Florida like around the middle of March, like March the 10th through March the 20th, and they've been doing this since April, and they have a 96.4% survival rate. Sounds like they're really onto something. Pretty happy about that. Alrighty, folks, for you hurricane watchers, it ain't over yet. No way. Just because we haven't seen any hurricanes over here in Vero Beach doesn't mean that they might be lurking out there somewhere. You know, they're like the silent killer, just like this COVID-19 is. You never know where they are. You never know when they're going to show up, and all of a sudden, bang, they're here. So we have been forecast to have an excessive number of hurricanes. So far, that has been true. We have had an excessive number of hurricanes, just not here in Vero Beach. And we don't want them here. We have signs out there on the beach that said, you're not permitted here, not allowed. No hurricanes permitted at Victoria, no hurricanes permitted at Indian River Shores or Vero Beach. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but at least we have them there. It's a good idea, I guess. So nonetheless, the news says, don't let your guard down. Just be prepared. Keep looking over your shoulder. Don't lose any sleep over it right now, because there's nothing to worry about yet. But it is something to consider that these scientists, which we are all supposed to trust and believe in, believe that there are going to be more hurricanes floating around, and Whether they come to us or not, well, we don't know, and we're hoping that they will not come to us. I'm going to remind you again about Karen. She's way ahead of me. Karen at the Ocean Grill is retiring after 32 years of service. Ocean Grill's been in business since 1941. It is publicly, statistically, the number one restaurant financially on the Treasure Coast. They are a very successful operation, and there's good reason why they are. I say this every day. Every time I talk about the Ocean Grill, trust me when I say this, they are not a tourist trap. Of course, you're going to pay a little bit more for things there. You have this fabulous view of the ocean. You're right on the ocean. The place has a terrific history and so forth. But look at this. 32 years, Karen has been on the job as the chief bartender over there, and she's a fabulous lady. Her last day is going to be on Saturday. I did a separate video on this. She's getting more views than I am right now on this thing. Last I looked, she had something like 78, and I had like 54. So good for Karen. It was very nice. I only made a little 2-minute piece, but I just would like all of you to go over there sometime between now at the end of the day Saturday, because at the end of the day Saturday, Karen is gone. The only place you're going to see her from now on is at the beach, or maybe at the NASCAR 500 race or something like that. She's big on racing. So trust me, I think you should do that, because she's been very, very nice to all of us. I want to celebrate what she has done for us for 32 years over there. She's always pleasant. She's always friendly. She always knows what you drink. I drink a glass of Chardonnay now and again. When I walk in, it's always sitting there ready for me. And, it's one of those things. I've been going to the Ocean Grill since 1963. Right, 1963. As a matter of fact, my first visit at the Ocean Grill made me decide that I wanted to live in Vero Beach, but it took me from 1963 until 1980 to actually live in Vero Beach. Alrighty, folks, I'm going to do some very quick shout-outs, jump into the weather, and then we'll get out of this thing. The shout-outs today always is to Marie Arnold and Diana Stark. Iowa Lizzie, former president of the Victoria Condominium Association, and always Tony and Vanessa, George and Elizabeth, and Wayne and Dorothy, my Minnetonka friends up in Minnesota, the Kennedys on Long Island, Raymond Carey, Captain Marcia, good day, Captain Marcia, Danny in Jersey, Barb and Ron Dumoulin, Britt, Betsy, Sherry Hale, Jay, Timothy, John Marks, and Kelly over there at the Polo Deli. Heather Mason. Oh, Heather. Yes, ma'am. Heather, okay. I'm still in there with you. Gail, Carol, Barb, Megan, Rosemary Biddle, and Edith. And then we have our Facebook friends like Ann Hallie Danshaw and George, and they're back from Georgia. They're back here in Florida. Nancy Strazula. I've got it. Pretty much I got it right now. And, of course, Susan Taylor, Marcia's friend. And Barb Chandler. And let's see, who else? Lisa Crider Brown. How can I forget my daughter? All right, I'm going to say every day, don't forget to push the like button, please. I appreciate that very much. You're quite obedient. I get more likes than the average person gets just because you do that, and I do appreciate you doing so. Distance space, there's no cure for this COVID-19 right now, so the only thing we can do to try to mitigate it is distance space and wear those masks and just try to stay out of the crowds, and we'll see what happens. But seriously, wear the mask. Come on, guys, do it. That idiot that said that wearing a mask, I'm just getting everybody excited. And by the way, you are a COVIDiot if you don't wear a mask. Yes, you are a COVIDiot. I'm back to using the COVIDiot again. And okay, let's jump into the weather report. Treasure Coast weather report for today says that we're going to have cloudy skies followed by thunderstorms during the afternoon. High today is going to be about 88 degrees. The winds southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. The chance of rain today on Friday is about 70%. And then tonight, Friday night, scattered thunderstorms early, then partly cloudy after midnight, low 74, south-southwest winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and the chance of rain tonight is about 60%. Now let's see what's going on tomorrow for our holiday weekend. Partly cloudy early, scattered thunderstorms developing in the afternoon, high 89 degrees, winds north-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The chance of rain on Saturday is going to be about 40%. So it looks like we're going to have a pretty nice Saturday. I'm going to head over to the Ocean Grill. I'm going to try to get there at the very first not the crack of dawn because they don't open for breakfast, but I think about 11:30 or something, I'm going to be standing tall at the front of that door waiting to get in, distance spacing, and I'll have my mask on. You'll be able to tell it's me because I'll have my plaid mask on, okay? You want to come by and see me? I'll be there. I'll be happy to say hi to you. Might even buy you a drink. Okay, so that's it for our weather report today. We're going to jump right into the numbers. You've already seen them because they're up here on the screen. And a couple of little things to say at the end, and then we'll be done for today. Thank you so much for watching. Alrighty, folks, here we are in the numbers department for Friday, September the 25th. The numbers came in right on time today. It was about 11:30 when I got these numbers and started putting them together. So let's take a look at the total number of deaths. Fortunately, they're in green. That means that yesterday we had 172 new deaths reported in the past 24 hours. Today we have 120. That's better by 52. So we came down by 52 over yesterday. Always reminding you that our worst day was 276, August the 11th. Unfortunately, there is red on the screen over here today. These are with the positives. Yesterday, our positives were 2,541. Today, they're 2,847. That's 306 more than we had yesterday. Alrighty, now, Dade County, for example, 39 new deaths to report in the past 24 hours, 503 new positives. In Broward County, Fort Lauderdale, 6 new deaths to report, 191 new positives. In Palm Beach County, 7 new deaths to report, 157 new positives. Okay, here we are in Orange County, that's Orlando. 4 new deaths to report in the past 24 hours, 157 new positives. Orlando, Orange County, doing not so bad up there. I would have expected they would have done a lot worse than they are. They're doing quite good up there. In Brevard County, 1 new death to report in the past 24 hours, 92 new positives. Brevard County is Melbourne, just north of Indian River County, where we are. 2 new deaths to report in St. Lucie County, that's Fort Pierce, 42 new positives. In Martin County is Stewart, 3 new deaths to report, 28 new positives. Now, here we are in Indian River County, where we are. Indian River County is Vero Beach. No new deaths to report in the past 24 hours, although there were 24 new positives. Of the 24 new positives, 7 of them were in zip code 32960. That's Vero Beach, the town of Vero Beach. That's on the west side of the Intracoastal Waterway. And over here on the Barrier Island, zip code 32963, there were 2 new positives to report. Now, here's the good news. Not a lot of good news, but it's anytime we can see green on the screen, we're happy. So our 7-day moving averages for the deaths dropped down now to 95.71. So over the past 7 days, an average of 95 people have passed away as a result of COVID-19. As of yesterday, it was 98. As of Wednesday, it was 94. And Tuesday it was 97. So we've made an improvement over Thursday, but certainly not an improvement over Wednesday or Tuesday. Because Tuesday it was 87.43. Obviously, the reason for that are these high numbers over here. And as you can see, I can show you all the numbers now. Today it was 120. These are the deaths that were reported in the past 24 hours. But yesterday it was 172, and on Wednesday it was 197. Huge numbers. Now, Tuesday and Monday were 92s and 21s, and then on Sunday it was 11. So now this number is this 57 is going to drop off tomorrow. That 11 will move over. This 120 will move over. So we have to get a pretty low number to keep this thing moving down. So there you go, 7-day moving averages here. And the other number I want to show you is this one up here. The daily positivity rate was 4.27. That's supposed to be under 5, 4.27. Since we started, though, it's 13.35. Now, these are based on the positivities that were tested. Alrighty, folks, now let's go over there and take a look at the moving average. Once again, I've doctored up the chart to force this number in here. Right there it is. 90. This is 925, it's 95.71. That's our number for today. And you can see that we're tooling along there a little bit. This is right here is where we are. I hate to put this in here because it makes it hard for you to see, but there's the little peak yesterday, and here we're coming down. So we would like to be over here. This is where we were on a really good roll going down, where we were at 76.57. We haven't been there for quite some time, and there's only one time when we were there, and that was September the 8th. Let's hope that we'll be able to move in there. Now, I keep saying this every day. I'm still of the belief, this is just Crider thinking, but this may have something to do with Labor Day. Now, I also heard yesterday, I read a couple of reports, that a lot of the activity during the Labor Day weekend were delayed in getting reported. So there were older cases that were like 2 or 3 weeks old that started showing up here early this week and all the way through this week. Now, hopefully by next week that'll be cleared out, but I hope we don't see more Labor Day results. All right, well, as we do every day, I'm going to show you the previous days, how Florida stacks up with the rest of the United States. And here we are. 172 yesterday. We were in number 1, first place for the most number of deaths in the United States. Not good. Of our 21 million people, the state in second place was Texas. They have 28 million people. They were 138. They had 138 deaths yesterday. California has 39 million people, and they only had 89. They had 89. We had 172. We don't know how legitimate that number is. Oh, it's legitimate, all right. The question is, when did those actually come in? Georgia was 49. North Carolina was the number 5th position with 40. Tennessee was 35. Arizona, 34. Illinois, 30. Missouri, 29. Up in Ohio, 27. Let me scroll down a little bit more here and take you to South Carolina, 17. And Louisiana, 16. Massachusetts is 15. Pennsylvania was 13. Kentucky was 13. They were in 19th place. Kansas was 12. They were in 20th place. Jersey for Danny up there in New Jersey. Look, Danny, you're in double digits. Not good, Danny. You better get out there and start pounding the streets, get those people to get in line. And Lizzie, your number's gone up a little bit too out there in Iowa. You had 8 deaths yesterday, the previous day rather. And Maryland, Julie, you had 7 up there in Maryland. Up in Michigan for our Michiganders, 6 yesterday. Wisconsin had 6. New York had 5. Rhode Island for Jay Grutman in Rhode Island, 4. Our Minnetonka friends, okay, you guys had 3 new deaths reported yesterday in Minnesota. 3. Colorado had 3. Idaho had 3. Cincinnati had, Connecticut had 2. Cincinnati, where'd that come from? And let's see what else we have here. Utah didn't report anything. Nebraska didn't report anything. So there you go. Those are the numbers. Montana didn't report anything either. So I don't know. When they don't report, we don't know if there's nothing, if they're actually zeros or they just didn't report. We don't know the answer to that. Alrighty, folks, here we go now, taking a look at the global view. 6,982,405 for the total positive cases in the United States. USA deaths, 202,886 U.S. deaths, total U.S. deaths. A couple of days ago, we passed the 200,000 mark. Okay, global cases, 32,284,038. And global deaths, 984,130. Notice I'm working on saying 100 instead of 100. So it's a Pennsylvania thing, just sort of hangs on, and it's very hard to get rid of. Even at my age, I'm still fighting the old Pennsylvania Dutch accent. Alrighty, folks, those are the numbers for today. For the 25th of September, this is Friday, the last day of the work week. Let's hope the weekend turns out to be a little bit better. And I got a couple of more things coming up here at the end. Just a little brief thing to do. So stand by. I'll be back in only a moment. Okay, just a couple of brief things to say here at the end. Don't forget to go over and see Karen at the Ocean Grill between now and she's there every day for lunch, and that would be today. And tomorrow, Saturday, in the end of the day, she's going to be gone tomorrow. So go over there and say hi to Karen. I would really appreciate it. It would be a favor from me to her to do that, and it would be very nice. And a lot of you already know her if you live here. Unfortunately, most of the people who see this are up north, and therefore they probably are not going to be able to do it. But nonetheless, I'm doing my part to try to get people out. Don't forget about the flu shot. I'm going to keep talking about the flu shot until the end of this month. I think it's very important for you to get that. VeroBeach5star.com is coming along nicely. I haven't done as much on that this week as I have on MostlySinatra.com. MostlySinatra.com is now more Sinatra than ever. We used to have like every third song was a Sinatra song. Now there's like 4 songs in a row that's Sinatra, and then there'll be another like a Streisand song, and then 4 more Sinatra songs. There's more Sinatra than ever before on the Mostly Sinatra channel. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. You just go on and click on MostlySinatra.com, and doesn't cost anything, and you can listen to it, and it'll tell you the name of the songs and all that sort of thing. ClassicAmerica.net, that's my light classical music channel. Go and check that out. Punch that button, mostly ClassicAmerica.net, and VeroBeach5star.com. If you haven't pushed the like button yet, go ahead and please push the like button. That would be a good thing. And never be a part of the problem. Always be a part of the solution. And I want you to have a very, very blessed Friday. I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow on Saturday. Have a great day.